So in chapter 9, it talked about organizing the body of your speech, and it talked about that, how to make your main points and that you need to make them clear so that it's easy to follow along with your main points and easy to remember. And you need to balance the amount of time you spent on each main point and balance the amount of supporting materials that you have in each main point. So you're not having like a bunch of supporting materials on one and then like no supporting materials on another main point. So you just want to make it parallel and kind of even out. And then in chapter 10, it talked about the introduction and conclusion. In your introduction, you want to quickly draw the attention and interest of your listeners so they want to listen to the rest of your speech. And you also need to reveal your topic somewhere, probably towards like the end of your introduction, so you're not just leaving them hanging of what your speech is even about. And in your conclusion, you need to signal when you're ending your speech and kind of just reinforce your central ideas and the main points that you hit when you're wrapping up your conclusion and your speech. And in chapter 11, it talked about outlining your speech and talked about the preparation outline, which was kind of like a more detailed outline. And then it talked about the speaking outline, which you want to make more brief so that it's easy to refer back to if you lose your place while speaking or something, and just make it as easy as possible to look back at. And also you can add delivery cues in your speaking outline so that you know when to pause, or if you know when like to emphasize something that you're trying to stress or anything like that. So make it as easy and simple to read on the spot as possible. And in chapter 14, it talked about using visual aids, and visual aids are like graphs, objects, PowerPoint, anything like that. And it talked about being careful in a presentation technology and just to bring like another flash drive just in case something happens, and just come early, like an hour early, to make sure everything's set up and gonna work properly for you. And then it talked about just explain your visual aids clearly and display them where the listeners can see them all the way in the back. So there's my thoughts on this week. Thank you.